Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dynasty3890 here. We are back with another MLB 17 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. Today, we are doing our roster predictions for this upcoming Friday, June 30th. Now, I did go to Twitter. If you guys are already following me on Twitter, a link will be down below because I asked you guys who do you think should get upgrades and downgrades and why. And I've included 4 of you guys on who should get these upgrades or downgrades. So if you guys want to be a part of next week's video or any future videos in regards to our roster predictions, make sure you give me a follow on Twitter. I always tweet out on Tuesday afternoons, who do you guys think should get upgrades? And I include the ones that I agree with in the video. Now, I can't get to all of you, but I try to get as many as I could. So, with that out of the way, let's get into 10 players who I think could get upgrades or downgrades this upcoming Friday. Alright, first up here, we have Kevin Gausman, pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles have been struggling so much with pitching this year. And Cloaked, or not underscore Cloaked, mentioned Kevin Gausman a -4. He is 3-7 with a 6.47 ERA while giving up 58 earned runs. And I think Cloak nailed it right on the head. His ERA is 6.07. His WHIP is 1.84. He should get a -4. I agree with him. Like right on the nose. Just nailed it. -4 for Kevin Gausman. He has been pitching well. He was he's 26, so he's such a big name prospect coming up. Him and Bundy. Bundy's been pitching a little better, but Gausman hasn't figured it out. I think he should get a downgrade of -4 overall. Next here, we have Xander Bogaerts, and I think he's going to get an upgrade. I think a +2. Now, hear me out on this, because you're thinking, he has 5 home runs this year. Why should he get an increase? Because he's hitting what he normally does. He's hitting .316. Well, he's not. This is a career high. If the season ended right now, a .316 would be a career high average for him. So that's a slight increase. However, he only has 5 home runs, which I agree isn't that high. However, his slugging percentage is .467. That's 50 points higher than his career average. He's hitting a lot of doubles this year, and his power has been coming up recently. I think he hit 3 last week, for instance, 2 in 1 game. So his home run number is not high, but power is not just home run. Power is slugging. Doubles, triples, home runs. So based on the fact that his slugging percentage is higher than his career, if you put power versus right in like around 65, power versus left around 65, you don't even touch contact, he's an 87. I say let's make him an 87. Also, his speed, I think he's 8 for 9 at stolen bases this year. Maybe a slight increase in speed. I would not be shocked if he hits for a little bit more power this year. He could go diamond. People forget, he was diamond last year. Then he went and got downgraded because he struggled mightily in the second half. He may do that again this year. Or if he continues to play better how he has the past month, he could definitely become a diamond again. And who doesn't want a diamond shortstop right now is going for about 3,000 steps. Keep that in mind, guys. I say +2 for Xander Bogaerts. Next up here, we have Justin Smoak. Now, at the Mighty Dogs mentioned Justin Smoak. He's hitting .304 with 20 dingers this year. And he's right. He's having a career year. He's 30 years old. Smoak was a big prospect. He was in a couple of big trades. I think he was, I don't want to say he was in a Mark Teixeira trade like 8 years ago, but he might have been. I could be wrong on that. He's been in some big trades. He was a big prospect. Now, the 20 dingers is pretty good for him because that's 40 for the year, or about halfway through the year, which would be an upgrade in power. His .304 average is out of nowhere. It's like a .220 career hitter. I'm saying +3 for Smoak. Let's make him a silver card. Just mostly increase contact. Now, I don't want to go too crazy because you do take his 3-year average. It's definitely better because of this year, but it's nothing crazy. Like, I wouldn't expect him to go gold. But a +3 to a silver, I think, is very, very well deserving for their Justin Smoak. So let's make him an 80 overall. Next up, we have Justin Verlander, the man who should have won Cy Young last year. And I think he deserves a downgrade. -2 is what I'm going with. He has a 4.47 ERA, which is subpar for him. And his WHIP is 1.45, which is bad. That's bad for him. Like, Verlander's not a guy who normally has pretty good control, or back in his prime at least he did. So I would say decrease in hits per 9 or walks per 9. Also, he's only striking out 8.83 per 9 innings, which is down for him again. So between his ERA is high, his WHIP is high, his K per 9 is down. I mean, I know 2 years ago he kind of struggled. Last year he had like a resurgence of a year. This year, again, he's struggling. I still think he should be a gold card because of how well he played last year and pitched. But let's make him an 86 overall, Justin Verlander. Next up here, we have Jason Vargas for the Kansas City Royals. A bright spot for their pitching. He should get a +3. This is long overdue. Now, his ERA has been climbing a little bit throughout the year. I mean, it was in the 1s in May, like the low 1s. It's now up to, when I say up, air quotes, 2.29. Still really good. His whip is only 1.13. That's really good as well. Definitely increase hits per 9, increase home runs per 9, increase walks per 9 if you want as well. Make him an 83 overall. Nothing too crazy, like not a gold, but he should be a better silver than an 80 in my opinion, and a lot of opinions for people. Let's make him an 83 overall. San Diego Studios, Jason Vargas. Next we have Max Scherzer. Might be the best pitcher in baseball. He is just absurd for how great he is, and like with Justin Verlander, I mentioned he should get a downgrade. You Tigers fans probably wish they kept this guy instead of Verlander, but Scherzer this year has a 2.09 ERA. He's striking out 12.12 per 9 innings. He's striking guys out. His ERA is low. His whip is .81. He's striking people out and he's not giving up hits or walks. It just doesn't make sense. Increase walks per 9, increase home runs, hits per 9, maybe increase Ks per 9. Let's make him a 95. I would not be shocked at 96. At least a +2. I'm going conservative on this. Long overdue, Max Scherzer. Let's make him a 95 overall. Next up here, we have Travis Shaw, the mayor of Ding Dong City. Wish he was on the Red Sox still. They could use him. Third base. But he is just playing so much better this year than he did last year. He's got a 289 average. He has 16 bombs, a 553 slugging percentage. He's hitting lefties a little bit better. Increased contact, increased power. Let's make him a +3, a 80 overall, just like his inside edge. He's a silver. Long overdue for Travis Shaw, the mayor of Ding Dong City. Next up, we have Justin Turner, and we got J_13_A_. Interesting name. But he's also a Dodgers fan, as you can tell. He said Justin Turner hitting almost 400. He is. Now, his contact versus rate is at 95. But the thing with Justin Turner, which I think he should get a +2, is he's hitting the ball for power. He has 5 home runs, but he's only played 54 games. But he's slugging at 544. Like I said, power is not just home runs. Don't just think power equals home runs. Power equals slugging. So when he's slugging 544, which is well above average, which is borderline elite, he should get an upgrade in power, a little bit in left, definitely versus right. If they do kind of what he did for inside edge today, which I'm kind of thinking is pretty fair with the +11 power and the increase in contact, he's a 90 overall. I completely agree with that. Inside edge might get this right. 90 overall, Justin Turner, a new diamond for you guys. And he's a third baseman. Can't complain about that at all. Justin Turner, 90 overall. Next up here, we have Wil Myers. Now, I'm saying a -1 for Wil Myers. Now, he has 15 bombs for the year. I think his power is fair. I mean, he's slugging pretty much at a little higher than his career average. Not much, but a little higher. But he did have some really down years early in his career. But I think slugging-wise, I think that's fair for his power. But for the month of June, he's only hitting 239. For the year, he's hitting 259. I say decrease contact a little bit, maybe -5 each. Or 5 versus 1, like 2 versus another. He's going to go down to a silver to an 84 overall. What that will do, he's the only gold for this collection for the Padres. That'll make it in that 86 Tony Gwynn a little easier. That card's not even that bad, by the way, too, for a gold card. So, just keep that in mind. Wil Myers, I think, should get a downgrade -1, 84 overall. He's a silver. And lastly, we have Buster Posey. Now, Not Cloaked, again, comes in with a great point. He says +1 for Buster Posey. He leads the league with a 347 average. Cloaked, you got it right again. I agree with you. Now, I did mention Buster Posey about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. I said he should have got a +1 or a +2 at the time because he was hitting so well. He is hitting 347. Cloaked got it right. He has 10 home runs, a 536 slugging percentage. 536 slugging, and he's got 50 power versus right, 64 versus left. Increase that. And then not to mention, he's leading the league in average. Now, I could see a +2. I could see a +3. I wouldn't complain with that. However, they seem pretty slow with the Buster Posey train. So if they're going to be conservative about it, I'll say a +1. But if he went up to a 95, I would not be shocked. But Buster Posey, well overdue for an upgrade. Let's make him a 93 overall. And that's the 10 cards, guys, I think should get upgrades or downgrades. Meet me in the comments down below if you think I missed someone. If you want to be a part of next week's video, please follow me on Twitter. Link will be down in the description below. And, if you have any questions about that, don't be afraid to tweet at me. It's probably the best way to reach out to me. I try to reply as many of you guys as possible. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you guys can get some stubs off this by knowing who should get upgrades or downgrades. I'll talk to you later, guys. Take it easy. Peace.